Guys, welcome to the first ever episode called Comedy Cooking. What's up, my culty kiddos? Hope y'all are doing good tonight. Oh my god, hello Hope. Hello everybody else in the chat. Hope y'all are having a good day. This is welcome to my kitchen. It's very small, but it works. It works for me. There we go. Oh my god, Roswell, what's up? So this is my first time doing a cooking stream, so what's going to happen, I have absolutely no idea. But I know what is going to happen. We're going to make pierogi together, and we're going to have a good time. You're probably going to see my dogs. Like, Louie's going to come put his face, like, right here at some point. And it's just going to be fun. We're going to hang out, a little pre-movie time. I'm going to make some pierogi, or Polish dumplings. So I've got stuff to make potato, or cheese and potato, and then stuff to make mushroom. But we'll see what happens and how this goes. But yeah. How's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing Friday? Tell me how that was. I'm gonna get a knife and then, yeah. I should have had another knife out, but I didn't, because I didn't plan ahead. Here we go, which one of you? I want you. I gotta peel potatoes. And I have a potato peeler, but I hate it, so we'll see if I actually use it. And put the potatoes. And yeah, so that's what I got. Oh, you've eaten pierogi before? Hang on, let me take all my rings off. I should have done this earlier. Take my rings off. Let me pull my hair back. What am I filling my hot pockets with? my Polish hot pockets. I'm gonna make cheese and potato filling, and then a mushroom filling. So you get two types tonight. It's a lot of chopping, but it's going to be fun. And I'm doing everything the most unhealthy way possible, just like my babcha does. So with all of the butter, and it's going to be delicious. All right. But yeah. It's going to be great. Oh, the potato ones are my favorite. Actually, the mushroom ones are my favorite. And don't come after me. I know that I'm peeling a potato with a knife. This is just... I'll try the potato peeler. And I always end up hurting myself with this peeler. Oh, okay. Just don't peel my finger off. Yeah, you peel a whole bunch of potatoes. I've already got the water boiling. I have not put the salt in it yet. You gotta salt that bitch like the sea. My babcha got mad when I called her the bitch last time we were making pierogi together. But salt that bitch like the sea. Get your potatoes peeled. I'm gonna get them cut up. Oh my god, what's up? Welcome to a cooking stream. We're in this together, guys. Oh man, how's everybody's day? Probably should have peeled these potatoes earlier, but probably would give me time to talk. I have like an entire bag of onions to chop, so you guys will see me cry on stream tonight. But you guys will also... Oh, Barrett's sitting here. I'm not going to tell him to get on the counter because I've got stuff up here, but I get to talk to him in a bit. Well, you came home from work and you fell asleep for 3 hours? Honestly, it sounds like a dope day. 10 out of 10 day for me. Thankfully, I work from home, so it's not too far from my couch to take a nap after work. But, oh, it's so good. Oh my god, Rob, what's up? Everybody's here tonight. Happy Friday, guys. Just out here being Polish, peeling potatoes. You only have potato? Okay, so let me say this about pierogi. You can put literally anything in them. My babcha, when I was there this past time, had like leftover kotlety, which is like essentially like just fried meat, like chicken. And she just like put that shit in the meat grinder with like some bell peppers, an onion, like just shit she had laying around the kitchen, and just made that stuffing for pierogi. Never had it like that before. But honestly, besides them being a little dry, pretty good. She made fruit pierogi last time she was home, and those were delicious. They're like a wild berry filling, so you have like blueberries and blackberries and raspberries. Oh, so good. I was going to do those tonight, but I was like, I've never made those, so that sounds like a lot of work. But these Growing up, we ate pierogi all the time, but leading up to Vigilia, which is Christmas Eve, my mom would have my sister and we would spend an entire day making pierogi from scratch and uszka, which are essentially like pierogi with mushroom filling that instead of them being shaped like this, you like fold in the little leaves so uszka means little ear. So they look like little ears. But we eat those on Christmas Eve in borscht, which is beetroot juice. And like a beetroot soup, essentially. And it's just, to die for. So, the two I grew up eating, though, were just mushrooms and potatoes. It's just now that I've, like, spent time with my babcha one-on-one that I'm, like, getting to try all these new flavors. I guess flavors? I don't know. And then we also, like, you take the leftover dough sometimes, and you would flatten it out, cut it into diamonds, and then you would just fry that and sprinkle sugar on it. Oh, it's my favorite when we got those as a kid. But yeah. Let's see. So, who in the chats has actually had pierogi before, or any Polish food, for that matter? Or, like Slavic food, it's all kind of the same, They're all just, bunch of potatoes and beets and roots and things. Lots of carrots. Also, I do have extra camera angles. We just aren't to that point yet because I'm peeling potatoes over my sink. Because I wanted to talk to y'all. Okay. So the boys are very... Louis passed out, but Barrett's just like, why are you in the kitchen? What are all these lights? Why is all the stuff from that one room I'm not allowed in the kitchen right now? And sniffing around. Yeah. Being a good boy. I mean, kielbasa works. I mean, you're just gonna raid my fridge. I think we'll be using cheese in a little bit. I think I've just got like a little bit of Parmesan in there though, outside of what we're using tonight. I'll say, growing up, my dziadek, so my grandfather, would sit in the kitchen and just like peel potatoes, just like with a knife a little bit smaller than this one. I have the knife now, but he would he'd start at the bottom and he would just like twist it all the way and it'd be one long peel. Oh my gosh, it was so crazy to watch. Ooh, Czech food sounds good. I'll say we'll be doing a few Polish recipes. I called my babcia today and asked for a few recipes or things I've never cooked with her before. So don't y'all worry. I'm gonna make some Polish desserts one day. And a Polish hot dog does count, so like kielbasa counts. I mean, did you eat it in hot dog form? Like on a bun? I mean, I guess you could do that. Did it have like, oh my gosh, I can't remember what it's called. Because I would hate eating it as a kid, and now as an adult, I'm like, actually, it's pretty dope. It's like sauerkraut with like sausage. Oh my gosh. It'll come to me in a minute. But like, it's okay the first day, but like you let that sit in the fridge for a few days. Oh my god, it's good. Oh my gosh, now y'all make me want like Czech bakery food. Oh man. Honestly, Slavic people know how to do a good dessert, alright? They really do. Okay. You good, Bubby? There's so many potatoes. Okay. Also, I don't know can y'all hear the music that I've got playing? I don't want to get flagged, but I don't think it's copyrighted. Because it's a local band. Oh my gosh. Demon Punt Gaming, what's up? Oh wait. Perfect, y'all can't hear it. Well. It's slow but good. Okay. I say it's Tragic City. They're a local Birmingham band. And they are just... Fucking love those dudes. Such a good vibey time. Anytime they're in town. Last time I saw them, they were playing with Raquel Lilly at the Nick. And if you're from Birmingham, you know what the Nick is. It's a spot. It's a big old divey bar, but it's always a good time. Seen the sunrise one too many days there. All right, almost done. Oh my God, are we talking about the Nick? Ah, the Nick. Honestly, the worst part about the Nick is the bathrooms. Up until the last time I was there, have refused to use the bathrooms every single time. And had to use them last time because I didn't pace myself. Oh, God. I don't know. I think, like, the craziest thing, I remember, like, one morning, a friend of mine texted me, and she was like, get to the Nick now. It was, like, 2 in the morning. And I was like, why? And she was like, Kevin Bacon is at the Nick right now. And I was like, I am not getting out of bed to drive to the Nick just to see Kevin Bacon. I mean, like, good for him, but no. Okay, let's see if this works. So we got both. You guys can see what I'm doing here. You can also see my house, or a little bit of it. Barrett may get in the chair in a second. You may be able to see him. Okay. This is all. I made a terrible mistake. I'll put these in here. Do. Ooh! I mean, like, cooking's hard enough, and then, like, trying to do it where you guys can see what I'm doing makes it even worse. So you're just gonna chop up your little potato pieces, because we're gonna boil them, okay? Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. We're gonna boil them so that we can mash them, which is so exciting. All right. And Barrett's just waiting for a piece of potato to fall on the ground. Please don't judge my knife skills. I know they're not great, but oh, that's okay. I wiped my counters down before this, and I'll wipe them down again in a minute before we start making dough. Oh, Barrett's on the case. Can you see his little tail? No, he stopped wagging it. Have I cut my fingers with this knife yet? Maybe. It was my Christmas present. I asked my mom, she's like, what do you want? I was like, I want a knife. I want a big old butcher's knife. And that's what they gave me. Oh. You've never gone to the Nick? Okay, well, here's the thing. You don't want to go to the Nick. No one wants to go to the Nick, but you need to go to the Nick at least once so that you can say that you have gone. And for those of you non-Birmingham people, it's just a super, super divey spot. But they do, like, shows there, cheap beer, and the owners are actually, like, really nice people, so I vibes with the Knicks. I just don't go too much. Oh my gosh, I'm professional. I mean, like, I'll tell you this right now, Roswell, my oven doesn't open all the way, because when they replaced my fridge, the fridge was too big for the space, so the countertop was sitting like this much up off my stove, and the guy that was like sent to come fix it didn't know how to fix it, or like didn't want to cut it. I don't know, but he essentially just took the baseboard out that's next to my stove, because my stove's up against the wall to my outside door. You can't see it because I've got my this situation going, but took it down, took the baseboard out, shoved my stove up against the wall, and now my stove doesn't open all the way because it hits the frame of the door. I feel like I'm living in a New York apartment, but I'm still in the South, so I'm vibing. Ugh. You'd be like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, Gordon Ramsay would be very appalled by my chopping skills, but it's fine. I haven't lost a finger yet, but the night is young. The night is fucking shit. Oh my god, Caleb, are you working tonight? Or are you going to Laugh Garden? Oh my god, the food truck at the Nick is the shit. Oh, I can't remember his name, but I've booked him for events. He's so sweet. The fucking fish tacos that man makes too. Oh my god. The Philly cheesesteak, amazing, phenomenal. I'd punch a baby in the face for it. But, you know, I don't have to punch baby in the face for it because I can just go get one. Dude, yeah, no, my landlord's a mess, but he's fine. I pay cheap rent, and my dogs have a backyard, which is what we needed, so we accept it. I mean, yeah, babies can't punch back. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? It's just letting you know, like, I love kids. I love them. But if something's good enough for me to punch a baby for it, then you know it's amazing. All right. Oh, no! All these the knife's getting so gross. I'm, like, starchy. Oh. You need to be packing for your move? Where are you moving to? Are you just moving to another spot in the city? Or are you moving across the country? Are you going on a grand adventure? Or are you just packing for a trip? Oh my god, you're working till 11. Oh, I'm so sorry, my dude. I know, with the housing market, especially here in Birmingham, cheap rent, you cannot turn it down. Like, we've got, like, the World Games right now, and, like, all these giant fucking overpriced apartments popping up everywhere. It's ridiculous. Ugh, I got some bones to pick with this city. Despite the fact that I love her. I love her very deeply. It's a love-hate relationship, though, you know. Okay, potatoes, chippy chopped. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Oh my god, we did so good. Doing the things. You punch a baby for cheese? That's a pretty low ball to punch a baby. Oh, Highland Park. Yo, Highland Park's where it's at. I've always lived in Glen Iris, so I'm like the other side of the city from you, but... Or I guess where you're moving. I know, I've been like wanting to potentially get a house, but I'm like, I can't afford one. Because I also live alone, and these two take a lot of money. Oh, you're adorable. I'll show you the meal in a minute, because you're cute. All right, so potatoes go in the water. You salt the fuck out of the water with sea salt from Essex, okay? If you don't have sea salt from Essex, whatever sea salt you got works. Just go for it. Okay. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Oh, God, please don't burn me. Ah! Oh, no. I put too much water in here. Okay. That's fine. Where's my sea salt? Oh, there it is. All right. Turn this bitch up. We'll leave the twelve off. Now to the fun part. I'm back. All right, now we're gonna chop up a shit ton of onions to go into the mashed potatoes. Trust me, I know it sounds weird, but we're gonna do it. Oh, dude, downtown, okay, so there's a bunch of streets blocked off for downtown. I work for a company here in Birmingham. I don't know, I think I told you guys. I work for Shipped. We're a grocery delivery company. I work in the corporate office. And I work in the logistics department, so we handle, you know, making sure orders go places. We make sure if it's rainy, we don't schedule too many things. It's a whole operation. But with the games, we actually shut down the Birmingham Metro, so like I couldn't get groceries. Anyone else living here couldn't get groceries. It's a whole thing. And all that to be said, we reopened the Metro a little bit because roads weren't too terrible. I mean, I drove through downtown to go to Trim Tab last night for the show, and it was... There were a lot of people waiting for buses. Where I go, I haven't had to deal with that. I went to Mom's last night as well. No issues with the road closures, but I'm also not going to Uptown, which I think is where a lot of the stuff for the games is. Actually, I take that back. There was a shit ton of road closures around UAB, so just blocking it out mentally. It's like, I don't want to deal with it. I know, we gotta do a shit ton of onions. Trust me, it gets better. I'm just gonna throw all of my scraps in the sink, and I will deal with them post-stream. my god, you're fine, Bobby. Alright. We're doing this. I feel like I lost a whole bunch. I know. The boys do want to... They're like, hey, we need to know what's going on. They'll pop up. Don't worry. Okay. Put these in here, because we will use them in a little bit. Okay? So yeah, you're just going to chop up a shit ton of onions now. So you got your potatoes going. I'm probably going to do like 4 or 5 sweet onions. And we're going to saute those down. We're going to caramelize them. They're going to be delish. And then those go into the mashed potatoes with a shit ton of cream cheese. And it's just to die for. You could just eat the mashed potatoes at that point. I mean, like, fuck pierogi. But if I make mashed potatoes, I make them this way. I make pierogi filling anytime I need mashed potatoes. Oh, God. And also, the onions don't have to all be uniform. They're going to end up in mashed potatoes. Oh, you're over in Mountain Brook? Yeah, you haven't had to deal with it too bad, I don't think. Are you guys having any of the games out there? That onion's soft. Ready to eat. Man, we haven't even started getting into the dough or anything. This is just fillings, my guy. Okay. Do-do-do. Is anyone in the chats going to any of the World Game stuff? I know non-local peeps, you probably aren't, but if you aren't non-local and you're in town for the World Games, you should come to Trim Tab next Thursday. I'll be doing a show. You can come hang out in person. I don't have a fork with me at all times. Should I start carrying one? The only thing I normally have with me at all times is like a bottle of water. Because I be a thirsty bitch sometimes. But in a fun way. Alright. Like in the literal sense, not in the, the hoeing sense. But also in the hoeing sense. Okay. Louie's out cold right now. I mean, I've never been in a situation where I needed a fork for cake that wasn't provided. And if there wasn't a fork provided for cake, I think I would just eat it with my hands. I've definitely eaten cake with just like a napkin and just like taken bites off of it. I don't know if I should be proud of that or not, but I am. Oh my god, Rick, thanks for joining the fucking cult, my dude. Welcome to the party. I normally do watch parties, but tonight I'm cooking. Oh my god, that's a crazy onion. Look at that one. I mean, it's not like super crazy, but I think it's crazy. It's got a butt. Alright. Okay. Now we gotta peel that outer layer off because it's got too much of the green on it. Oh my god, it's like 2 onions separated at birth. Oh my god, they were twins. This one tried to eat this one. Alright. It does look like an apple. Someone in the chats earlier, I didn't read it at the moment because I was, I'm a little overwhelmed currently. But when I was a child, ate half an onion like an apple. And I was very upset the entire time, but I didn't stop eating it. It's one of my mom's favorite stories to tell. So I just started eating an onion like an apple. Okay. Ugh. Is it making my eyes water yet? Not yet. Knock on wood. I'm hoping that it doesn't. But we will find out. It's definitely getting to the point where it's about to. When it starts getting in your sinuses, you're like, oh no. Oh my god, a caramel covered onion. Oh god, I feel like I need to do that. I don't really have that many family gatherings. Actually, if I go back to England, I do. But they don't really do caramel apples over there. I did make everyone have s'mores for the first time when I was over there this past time, and that was delightful. So I might be able to convince them to try caramel apples. Is it caramel or caramel? Interesting thoughts I'm having while cooking onions or chopping onions. Is it caramel? Is it caramel? Through my mouth. Okay, so I gotta become a mouth breather not to cry on stream tonight. I read somewhere that you could wear like sunglasses and that would also help. But I haven't done that yet. Is that a regional thing? Oh, okay. Okay. I know this is how I'm supposed to do it. This just doesn't feel natural at all, so... Okay, a really sharp knife and cutting from stem to stem makes a big difference? Okay. But what if I need to dice it? Or are we talking about making caramel covered onions now? Alrighty. Look at this go. Look at us go, my dudes. I'm gonna make a bunch of babushkas out of you guys yet. Also, babushka is not Polish, it's Russian, but it's okay. You ever call all the old ladies at Pedofia babushkas? They don't like it. Because they're Polish, and they want you to know they're Polish. Very interesting, though. Also, they can run fast. Okay. Is this enough? Do I need more? Maybe. Hold a spoon to the roof of my mouth while but I can't talk if I'm doing that. I think I'm okay. And we got one last onion. But we're not going to use all the onions in here because there's some of them are going to go in the mushrooms, which I'll be chopping next. Oh my god, just chopping for days. All right. Do. Oh my god. Onion skin, get off of me. What is everybody's like go-to comfort food meal? Because this is mine. If I'm like feeling homesick or like down, I make pierogi. Because one, it takes, I normally what I do is make enough to like last me several months, and then I stick them in the freezer. Alright. What do y'all cook? What do you cook? Are you extra like me? And you're just like, let's just cook food from the homelands. Oh god, now it's starting. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Oh, a grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup. Yes. I can fucks with that. Yeah, that's just like a daily meal for me in the winter. Fuck hard with a good grilled cheese. Oh my god. Okay, now my eyes are starting to water. I'm like pushing it away from me as I chop. This isn't safe at all. And closing my eyes and looking away, I'm gonna lose a finger. I need someone to call 911 for me when it happens. Alright. Onions. Done. We chopped them all up. We did the onions. Now, for the fun part. Okay. Barrett, you can have that if you want it. It's a little piece of onion. Okay. The food of your people, Roswell. Alright, so now with the onions, you're going to take like a copious, egregious amount of high quality butter. You're going to melt that down, and then you're going to melt these, or you're going to pour these bad boys into it. I'm not going to bring the second camera over there just yet, because I'm going to wait till I've got several things cooking before we do that. But I am going to go ahead and put these over there. So, I'll just wait right there. Barrett or Louie's probably going to come put their nose up here and say hello. Wait. You can make a roast beef sandwich? I love a good roast beef sandwich, but I don't like cooking meat because I just feel like it never turns out great. I'll eat meat if I go to a restaurant when someone knows how to cook it, but I don't know how to cook it, so I leave it to the professionals. But I'm going to go toss these onions in an egregious amount of butter. And when I say egregious, I'm going to show you how much, okay? Give me a second. We're going to use a different thing. There's my pan. Oh, God. Yeah, we're going to have to put you here. Actually, no, we'll just put them in there. We're just going to use it. It'll be fine. So get that up. So, the disgusting amount of butter we're going to use, you're going to use half of this block. I know it sounds like it's a lot, but trust me. This is what my babcha does. Except normally she uses like lard. Like you could just buy lard in the UK when you go to the market. So she cooks it in lard, or if she's here, she uses a nice high quality butter. Meat thermometers. Oh, I always see those, and I'm like, I would never use that. What other things can you use a meat thermometer for besides meat? Is my question. If I can find multiple uses for it, I may get it. All right. Let's get all of this butter in here. Oh yeah. All right, the block of butter. It's going. It's in there. Oh no, you can't see me when I walk over there. I fucked up. I'm so sorry. You can use it on veggies? I guess that's... Oh, okay. Never had to use it for veggies. Oh, hello, Louie. Would you like to say hello? It's like, good morning. Oh, you can't see him. You can see... There's Louie. There's his little face. Okay. Let me scrape all this butter so I can close it. No, this isn't for you. I love you, though. I love you so much. Love you so many bunches. You're the bestest. But also, the rest of this butter is what you're going to use once we've got the pierogi made. You saute them in butter. Well, we boil them, and then you saute them in butter. But that'll be for later. Later, it's not now. Okay. So, hey, Louie. Are you good, my dude? Are you good? Let's do this. And you're like, Natalia, that looks like a lot of onions. It is. It's so many onions. So many. Actually, we're going to use that bowl later. For the onions when they're done. Okay, wait, I missed things. Wait, you use the meat thermometer in bread? What? What? See, I guess I'm not cooking enough. Interesting. You can overcook an eggplant? I mean, I guess you can, it's a stupid question. I realized it was like a common thing. It's like overcooked eggplants. Alright. Alright, next up, guys. We have mushroom fillings now, because that's where we are. So, get you a bunch of mushrooms, wash them, make sure they dry, and then you chop them all up in little itty bitty pieces. Oh my god, y'all are just giving me so many ideas for all of the things that I want to start cooking now. Alright, this is for dough for later. So I'm gonna set it down over there. This just looks so much better instead of me having like 8 million things going. But yeah. What's everyone drinking tonight? You having good times? Water? Adult sippy sips? A juice perhaps? I'm going to use the smaller knife for the mushrooms because I just feel like I can go a little bit faster with it. Now, oh wait, I gotta do these smaller. So Give me a moment to figure out exactly how I'm going to be chopping these bad boys. Okay. But. So, since this is going to be the filling in one of the pierogis, you want to make sure that it's a little teeny tiny. My babcia has one of those little, like, I don't know what it is. She gets them at, like, department stores, but, like, you put the food in the bottom, and you, like, hit, like, a button on the top, and it, like, chops up the food. Real small. Oh my gosh, I'm loving these. We've got some bourbon in the chats. An antioxidant cocoa fusion coconut and mango flavor? Okay. Okay. A slap chop. Thank you, Hope. I feel like I need to invest in a slap chop. As I get older, you know, I'm like, that's honestly not a stupid thing to have around the house. Will I use it like 3 times a year? Maybe. But it saves me from all this cutting. I don't know. The cutting's kind of therapeutic. Coffee? Oh my god. Well, I mean, you are working late, so there's that. Slap chop. You know, when I was in English this past time, my babcia pulled out the slap chop for me because I was chopping mushrooms for pierogi, and she then tried to give me one to bring back in my suitcase. Like, I couldn't get one here in the States. I was like, babcia, we bought you these and mailed them to you. I can just get one at home. But she was just convinced that I couldn't, and was just, it was a whole thing. And then she started crying because I was leaving the next day. I think that's honestly what it was. But also, for mushroom pierogi, you can use whatever mushrooms you have. My babcia normally has, you know, we've got portobellos, we've got, I think these are baby bell mushrooms, the brown ones at the bottom. And then she also adds, like, dried mushrooms that she normally brings back from Poland. Do they make it better? I'm going to say yes. What are they? I have zero idea. So talking with a knife. Talking with my hands while I've got a knife in my hand is probably not the best thing ever, but it's okay. Would you like to go outside, mister? I'll open the door, but you have to go outside if I open it. You can't just, you know, stare at it. Also, tip for you. If you've got to cook mushrooms, it is a lot easier to wash them, let them dry, and then chop them up because they aren't, like, wet and slippery and gross. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. My eyesight's failing me. Alright, Barrett, I know that you want to go out there. I know you want to go outside. Can you wait just a minute? Because you're going to go out and then you're going to want to come right back in, because guess what? It's raining. I know, it's raining. Or it was earlier, so it's going to be wet. Does anyone with dogs, have you trained your dogs to do anything specific? Like, when they need to go outside, do they paw at the door? Because that's what Barrett does. And I didn't teach Louie to do it, so now whenever he wants something, whether he's hungry, or he wants to be pet, or he wants cuddles, or whatever, he just screams. We tried the talking buttons, and they didn't work. I'm going to try this way. Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. Now we're working with something. This will be a lot easier. Or cats. Have you trained your cat? Can you train cats to do stuff besides use a litter box? I feel like it's a very stupid question, but I don't have a cat. And Vinny, who lived under my house, is cheating on me with a neighbor. Yeah, he's not dead, guys. Cheating on me with a neighbor. Found that out a couple weeks ago. I was like, you son of a bitch. You left me for the neighbor. Oh, I know. I sat there. I bought him food. I bought him a heated kitty cat hut for the winter. I bought him toys and an adorable collar. I gave him multiple baths, and he just ran off to the neighbor. I'm like, but she doesn't make you bathe, does she? But it's fine, because you know what? I saw what cat food she's buying him. And it's dry food. So, joke's on him. Because I fed him wet food. Oh my gosh. It's fine, though. She's a sweet little old lady. She probably needs a cat. But yeah, at least he's not dead. At least he's not dead, but you know what he's not getting anymore? Wet food from me. But I do still have some left over, so I've been feeding, there's a new stray kitty that lives in the gutter across from my house, and we aren't friends yet, but whenever I see him, I put the food out, and he comes over and eats it when I go back inside. And I was like, don't get used to this, buddy. I'm not buying another crate of this shit. You said yet? I don't know. I know, there's a gutter kitty. It's kitten season. You know, people get cats and then they don't fix them and they let them run around outside. Okay. Oh, Barrett's sleeping. He's not sleeping. He's laying down. Same thing. All right, let me go stir the onions. I'll bounce back and forth. Here we go. Excuse me, baby. Excuse me. Okay. And I will take you guys over to the stove in a minute once we're done with all this. So, just gotta give me a second. Oh shit, I cut it the wrong way again. That's okay. Oh my god. Let me get back to chats. I'm not gonna become a crazy cat lady. I have 2 giant dogs. And Louie, my biggest dog, loves cats. Barrett, on the other hand, terrified of them. So they just have to be outside cats that only come inside sometimes. But, you know, they're all out there. If anything, I'm a crazy dog lady. And by crazy, I mean, like, why do I have these giant dogs? I don't know. They're pretty chill. Y'all can't see them, but they're... Okay, I'll unplug this. I'll show you guys Louie. Oh, God! I fucked it up. Just look at this little cutie patootie. Just vibing over there. Just chilling. Oh, and there's little Barrett. Heyo. Oh, he's so cutie. Oh, this is so much easier. Oh, God, no. Go back. Stay. Stay where you're supposed to stay. I feel like that's right. Oh, no. Your dog peed himself. I will have to find the video and I'll post it on Discord. My old roommate got a cat and Louie loved her. Barrett immediately went in the kitchen they used to have a timeout corner at the house. When I was training them, they would go timeout if they, you know, fucked up. Because, you know, timeout. Barrett went into the timeout corner and put his nose up in the air and, like, inched into the corner of the, like, room as close as he could. And I was just like, oh, you sweet little boy, I'm such an asshole. Say it, so we got white mushrooms, we got brown mushrooms. But no fun mushrooms. Today. Do. But the night is young. Again, I could lose a finger, we could find some fun mushrooms. Could be an entire day. Okay. I was playing this stream a movie by 10. I don't know when I would start by 10, but we'll do my best. We'll do our best to get in there at some point. Do. Oh, we may just do a watch party while I'm sitting in here making pierogi. Who knows? Okay. Why did I do that? Not paying attention to what I'm doing. Yeah. We could do that. We'll see. I will say in the morning, guys, we're going to be watching Tales from the Crypt Keeper, which is an old cartoon based off of Tales from the Crypt. And so be here for that, 10 a.m. I'm very excited to watch that with you guys because it's been a minute since I've watched it. And it's just nostalgic as fuck. Yeah. That's tomorrow. Does anybody remember watching Tales from the Crypt Keeper? Or is it just me? Was I the weirdo? None of my friends watched it, so it's okay if you answer yes. If you answer no, I guess. Do, do, do. Oh my god, it was such, honestly, it was a fever dream of a TV show. Like, I'm not gonna lie. The Crypt Keeper just, you know, teaching kids to do good by showing them how fucked up their lives will be if they don't. Oh, you didn't watch the cartoon? Oh, Roswell, it's adorable. It's definitely a Saturday morning must watch. But, I don't know if I told you guys. The guest that was supposed to come on tomorrow, he will be on later because he has COVID, so he's recovering. So, he won't be on tomorrow, but I will get him on. He is an animator for Disney. He worked on Ariel. He does a lot of spooky cartoons, just like freelance work now. And all around, just like, I'm super excited to have him on the show and ask him questions. So, if you guys have a cartoon that you would like to watch with an animator that can kind of give us some behind the scenes scoops, post it in Discord. Let me know. Just put under movie recommendations. And we'll have him on. We'll ask him all the questions and do all the things. All right. So many mushrooms, just like the onions. There's just a lot. Am I gonna chop all of these mushrooms up? Probably not. Potatoes are good. The water's just now starting to foam, so they're good. Also, when you're boiling potatoes, always put the potatoes in cold water and then boil them. Or at least that's what my babcia says to do. She says never boil it first. Does that do anything? I don't know. She said something about like making the potatoes softer. No. Old Polish lady things. Okay. Alright. I'm fucking this up, dudes. I just keep cutting the mushrooms wrong. I keep going to the way I normally cut them for things. And it'll be okay. Oh, is that right? So if it comes from under the ground, you gotta do it in room temp water. Interesting. And good to know. These mushrooms are like staining my fingers. And I washed them before. I don't know what's going on. Ugh. Oh, I think it's because the mushrooms are brown. Maybe that's it. That's what I'm going to tell myself. Alright. So, got your potatoes going. Got your mushrooms chippity chapped. The onions are going. Once we get the mushrooms done, I'm going to take you guys to the stove. We're going to work over there for a second. And hopefully y'all can hear me from over there. My mic's over here. Does anyone have fun weekend plans? Is anyone doing anything? Is anyone going anywhere? To the beach? To the movies? To the park? If it wasn't so hot, I would be picnicking in the park tomorrow, but it's gonna thunderstorm all day tomorrow. So no picnics for me. Or maybe there will be one. Who knows? Oh god. I almost chopped my finger off. Wait. Oh, Bowser's coming home tomorrow? Oh, I bet you're excited to have Bowser back. I bet he's excited to at least come back. I feel like such a mom with my dogs. Like, while they're here, I'm just like, oh my god. Sometimes, not all the time. But then once they're gone, I'm like, I miss them. Come back. There's a watermelon festival near you? If you go, Rob, I need you to tell me what the craziest watermelon item is next time we talk. Or next time you're in chats. Oh no, Barrett, come eat the mushrooms that just fell on the floor. Come eat the mushrooms! Oh, Louie's gonna come do it. Look at you go. Good little garbage disposals. Is everyone in chat's a watermelon fan? And has anyone in chat's ever done, like, you know, the vodka bottle into a watermelon? Does that work? Does it actually work? Is it a waste of a watermelon? You know? I love a good watermelon. They're my guilty pleasure during the summer. Will I get an entire family-sized watermelon and eat it by myself? No, I share it with my dogs because I'm not a monster. But we do eat the entire thing. Oh, it's so good. Watermelon juice. Watermelon margaritas. Oh, the works. Everclear? Oh my god. No, you can't do Everclear. That just made my stomach turn. Oh my god. The last time I had Everclear, I made Jello shots with Everclear. Probably like, I must have been like, I definitely had no taste. So I was probably like 19, 20. We made Jello shots with Everclear, and they were the worst things I have ever eaten. So, never again. Never again. Oh, okay, so you do have to do Everclear or something gross. What about like just a nice vodka? It's a nice bottle of vodka. Oh god, don't chop off your fingers on air, Natalia. Don't do it. Okay, mushrooms. Yeah, once it was fine. 10 years ago. A little vague. Okay. Am I gonna use all the mushrooms? Oh, I think I am. We're gonna cook them down. No, I'm gonna save some because I'm gonna use them as my breakfast tomorrow. Alright, so we do have one slight problem. When I go to the stove, I won't be able to see chats. Fuck. Wait, I could take my... I can pull you guys up on my iPad. Be over there for a minute. Yeah, my god. Wash your hands while you're cooking. A lot. Especially when you cross over. I guess it's okay with vegetables. I don't know. I just don't like things on my fingers. Alright, so we got the mushrooms done. The rest of them are going in the fridge. Oh, the onions, they smell delish. They smell delish right now, okay? So, we'll put these up for later. Excuse me. Thank you. Was I gonna cook? Was I gonna use a shallot with this? I was, but it's okay. We're not gonna do it now. What is the craziest alcoholic food you guys have had? Because I had, you know, this place, there used to be a place in Birmingham called Gip's Place, which was like a juke joint. If you don't know what a juke joint is, it was like back in the day, that's where like blues music was born. These are like shacks out in people's backyards. This is what this was. Gip's Place was a shack in this man named Gip's backyard, and people would just come and play blues music. It was BYOB. And you had everyone from, like, college kids up to, like, people in their 80s. Gip was in his 90s and would make appearances and, like, come and play on stage. And it was just, like, a very magical place. I befriended a lovely old man when I used to go regularly. And He would just bring... He made his own moonshine, if that just tells you anything about the type of place this was. So he'd bring, like, moonshine in just, like, whatever, like, glass containers he had around the house. So, like, I had multiple pickle jars just full of moonshine for a while. But he loved pickling those, like, cocktail onions. Not pickling them, but putting them in moonshine. Like, and that was his thing. He was like, do you want a cocktail onion? You take one. And it was just a moonshine soaked through. But I will say my favorite moonshine I got from Josh from the Moonshiners TV show. Because he came and did an event at the store I worked at. And he brought us homemade peach moonshine with, like, real peaches in it. And to die for. To die for. Like, when I tell you it was my favorite, it was my absolute favorite. Oh yeah, they do it. Like, there's all the moonshine distilleries up in, I think it's like Chattanooga. They've got like several. They've got a whole strip. You can just walk up and do tastings all day long. Get fucked up for free. But do it. Be an adult about it. All right. Don't get too fucked up. Coats kiddos, don't you do it. All right. So, I've got chats up. Here we go. Them at the Pig? What? They're selling moonshine at the Pig already? That's what's up. Okay. So we're going to do the phone now, because I feel like that's going to be better. Yeah. All right, so here we go. We got this. Do. Trying to see my little setup over here. Oh no, the onions are burning, which is perfect. As it gives them flavor. Yeah. I mean, they're a little burnt for my taste, but it's okay. I'll be alright. I should have listened to Hope a second ago, but I didn't. Alright. Those potatoes, they coming along? Alright, we saved our onion bowl earlier. Whew. You see chats. I don't know if y'all can hear me. We're just going with it. Okay, so we're going to take like half of the onions. Well, not half, we're going to take more than half the onions out. But we're going to put them in this bowl for later. And then we're going to put the mushrooms in here. Is this the right one? No, it's not the right one. We're going to use something else. Them being burnt, completely fine. Alright, so those are for the mashed potatoes. And the onions that are in there, I'm going to do this. And we're going to let those sweat out. While they're sweating out, I'm putting onion powder, garlic powder, and some pepper in there. And then a big old thing of salt from Essex to help them sweat. I hope y'all could hear that. I don't know. And then we're going to come back over here. Oh my God, look at my house. Yes. Oh, look at Louie on the couch. Look at that little dummy go. He's just napping. Being a nappy boy. That's actually kind of fun. Y'all can like see my house. Great. And now we're going to make the dough. So that's what we're working with. Hang on. Oh, I fucked up. So it's dough time. And for the dough, it's a very simple dough. You just need eggs, water, flour, and a little bit of salt. But I'm gonna wipe the counter off because it's got all this mushroom stuff on it. We don't want mushroom stuff on the counter. And then we're gonna dry it off. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom, look at that clean counter. Look at us go. So we've got a bowl, we've got our eggs. I got my flour. And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I don't measure anything but the flour. I eyeball everything, so don't hate me. But let's see. We need like 2 cups of flour. Loose cups. They don't have to be right. And I'm using whole grain flour. My babcha normally does like a mix where it's, you know, bleached and then like whole grain, or self-rising and then bleached. But I only have whole grain, and the last few times I've done it, it was fine. What you're gonna do is you're gonna crack the eggs in a separate bowl, not into the flour bowl, because we'll make sure you get all the little shell pieces if you fuck up. And like this, like I'm fucking up right now. All right, we're good. We got 2 eggs. Let me throw these away. And I need a fork. Now we whisk. You whisk the eggs. Oh, you can't even see. I fucked up over here. There we go. You whisk the eggs. And they go in here. Now the next thing we need, you need lukewarm water for the dough. And I'm using like a rough, like a third, but you're gonna add as you need. I cook like both my grandmothers. I don't measure shit, and I know that probably is not great, but it's how I do it. And then a pinch of salt from Essex. And you're good to go. And it's gonna be real gross, but then we're gonna get it. If you need more water, you just add more water. But it's gonna get real crumbly, and then you gotta start working it with your hands. Alright. I'll save that just in case I need it. You start working it out with your fingers. Get everything all the way through. I will say if you use like bleached flour, I always feel like it's a little less gritty compared to like whole grain flour. But I'm not a baker, so I don't know if that's true. Just letting you know how it feels. So you gotta get in there with your hands and do this whole thing. Oh gosh. Get all the little pieces, and I bring them together. Get all the pieces off of your fingers and put them back in the bowl. And it's all good. Because guess what? You washed your hands before you started this part. Ugh. I don't know what this maneuver is called, but this is what my babcha always just does. She like pushes it down into itself. She brings it up, she pushes it down. Is this kneading? I don't know. Ugh. Your dough's gonna get a little dry. That's fine. You may need to add more water. I don't know why I'm telling you guys your dough's gonna get dry. It's my dough. But if you're doing this at home, the dough, you want it kind of sticky, but not too sticky. So like the center of this is too sticky. So we'll push that down into the flour and work it in. All right. Is this going to be enough dough for all of the pierogi filling I'm making? Absolutely not. But, you know, it will be enough for tonight's stream. Because some of these fillings will get stuffed tomorrow. Okay. Now. I'm going to get all these little bits off the side. Get it all in there. Get all the pieces off my hands. Work those in, and then we're going to let the dough rest while I check on the fillings. I'm going to let this little nice little boy, this little ball boy, little dough boy, he's going to rest over here for now. I'm going to wash my hands. Ew, there's so much dough. Stir these. Excuse me, babies. Oh, yes. It's a whole bunch of chopping. Let's check on the potatoes. Are you fork tender yet? Oh, you're about to be. Okay, potatoes almost done, which means we can mash them. It's exciting. So we'll do that by taste. Which means I get to eat potatoes now. I'm gonna wash this bowl. Oh my God. Oh no. I just poured that in my wine. Oh God, okay. I feel like that's definitely not big enough for the mashed potatoes, but we'll work with it. We'll figure it out. Okay. Oh, Matthew. I need a strainer. It'll probably make all this so much easier. I have a strainer. So we're going to strain our potatoes. Get a nice steam facial in. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, the potatoes. They're out. Whew. We have a potato masher. It's me. I'm the potato masher. And I have a masher with you. And the potatoes go. Is this bowl big enough? We're going to find out. Oh, this bowl is absolutely not at all big enough. But we're going to make it work. Because I don't have another bowl. Oh, yeah. Mash it. Oh, no! Potato overboard. Potatoes go back in there. Okay, I got to get it. Fucking shit. I need a bigger bowl. All right. Use this bowl from earlier. Even though y'all can't see me mashing the potatoes. No! I made a terrible mistake. This bowl's so hot. Fuck. I never normally have to like cook for other people. It doesn't matter if it's gross. Here you go, Barrett. You want a potato piece? Whoop! Oh, you caught it. Good boy. Don't worry, Louie. I just dropped another piece you can have. Okay, so potatoes are in a larger bowl, a slightly larger bowl where I can mash them. Here's a potato piece for you, Louie. Boop. Oh, he's eating it. Look at him go. All right. Gonna mash the potatoes, but while they're still hot, you want to get your cheese. So you can hey. No. Sit down right now. Sit down. Hey. Down. It's my potato now. Oh my god. Louie's been in a mood today. No potato for you. You are mean. Alright, so what is this called? So essentially you can use cream cheese. I'm not using cream cheese. I don't even want to try to say this. Nufachella. I don't know. That's that. Whatever it is. That's what we're using. Because again, that's what my babcia used last time she was here. She didn't want cream cheese. She wanted this. So we're using it, okay? I know, the boys did want some potatoes, and then Louie got a little grumpy. Oh, you want to go outside? You can go outside. Out you go. Oh, no. You just want your brother to go outside. All right. Mushrooms are looking good. They're looking real good. I keep forgetting y'all can't see me when I walk over there. I'm sorry. I'm trying to open this cheese bag. Bag of cheese. Oh, you're not in trouble anymore. You're fine. You just can't be mean to your brother. You both got a piece of potato. Well, I mean, you didn't eat your potato because I took it away, but you both had an opportunity to have potato. You just put the whole thing in there, okay? If you've got a knife, scrape off the cheese, put it back in. Oh, hello, Bibber. Do. Really need like better. Actually, if you don't have the cheese sitting out, it doesn't melt. It doesn't stick to the little wrapper. But yeah, no. I wasn't smart today. I let it sit out and get room temp. You don't need butter though. Just cheese, some salt. Okay. Boom. That's in there. And then you just mash it with that. Oh God, can you see the mashed potatoes going? All right, and then after the cheese is in there, you start mashing it. You're doing the thing. You're mashing the cheese. You're mixing it up. Go ahead, put some white pepper in. All right, not black pepper, white pepper. And how much do you put in? I don't know. Just like eyeball it. Eh? Not real good with measuring things. Ooh. I will say this though, white pepper has a very distinct smell, okay? So, but it tastes phenomenal. And by distinct smell, it smells like the elephant at the zoo. Or at least it does for me. But your food will not taste like the elephants at the zoo. Granted, I don't know what they taste like. Maybe they are delicious and they just smell stinky. But mashed potatoes, mashed potatoes. I think we're gonna have to add a little bit more water to our dough. He's looking wrinkly. Oh, good. But you want smooth mashed potatoes. Oh, I didn't put salt in here. Big old pinch of salt. Another big old pinch of salt. Our onions from earlier. I know. You're like, what are you doing? Trust me. Just trust the process. Promise they're going to be delicious. Get all those little pieces on there. All that melted butter. Ugh. Mix it, mash it, mix it, mash it. And sometimes, when I try to make pierogi, I get to this point and I just go, you know what? I'm just going to have onion mashed potatoes and I'm going to call it a day. But tonight, we're going to go all the way. We're going to make the pierogi. It's going to be great. Oh, my gosh. Okay. So that's what it's going to look like. If y'all can see it, it's going to look so good. All right. Woo. Now, set that aside. Alrighty. I'm going to clean up my giant mess that I made with all of these mashed potatoes. Alright. Dry it off. Because now we get to make the pierogi. But I'm going to test this first. I'm going to taste it. I'm also about to start the water to boil the dumplings in when they're done, because that's the next step. Need more salt. And we need more stinky pepper. It adds a very distinct taste to the pierogi, which for years when I would make mashed potato pierogi, I didn't know that you had to add white pepper because my mom never did. They never quite tasted like my bapchas until I was with my bapcha and I watched her put white pepper and I was like, oh, that's it. You're not going outside because you just want your brother to go out. And that, my friend, is not going to happen. Okay. Okay, I think everything is mixed. Do one more little taste test. More salt. Got a lot more salt. The filling, though. Filling's on point. You've heard the rustling of the doggos. That's Barrett. Barrett likes to scratch on the back door when he wants to go outside. But he also, if I am cooking or he and Louie are eating, he will scratch on the back door because he knows that Louie loves to be outside. And Louie also hates eating. So Louie, if they're eating, Louie will run outside and leave his bowl full of food. And then Barrett will go eat Louie's food. But he's also started doing it when I'm cooking or in here. Or if I'm cuddling with Louie, he'll go and scratch at the door for it to open. Louie will hop up, run outside, then Barrett will come and cuddle with me on the couch. He's a smart boy. He's a very smart boy. Okay. All of the mashed potatoes. With our onion bits in there. Oh, it's going to be so good. Okay. Now, let's go grab all the mushrooms, because it's filling time. Put that there. I'm going to grab a bowl for the mushrooms. I know! It's Hell's Kitchen, me. I would not make it on Hell's Kitchen. I would cry immediately. I will let you know right now. I would cry like a little bitch. If Chef Ramsay just started screaming at me, I would cry. Let me see. Again, they need more salt. But that's just me. So, it's just me, though. I think it's also because I'm using coarse salt instead of fine salt, so and it's not really ground up, but it'll be fine. All right, I gotta get water stored so that we can boil things. Oh my god, I'm making pierogi. I'm making Polish dumplings. The fun part's about to start. Let me get this slightly. Let me see if this dough is gonna be good. I may have to make more dough. I may have to do it with white flour. Oh. Let me see if this one will work. We're gonna find out. Oh, Twiggy, are you already home already? What are you doing? Okay. Actually, we could work with this. We can work with it. Now for the fun part. I don't have a rolling pin. So I use a Grey Goose bottle. I have. So don't judge me on that. But I'm going to put my apron on, grab my Grey Goose bottle, fill the pot up with water, and I'll be back. So you can talk amongst yourselves while I do that. Woo! There's onion on my glass. Party got short? Cut short? I'm sorry, party got short. Yeah, cut short. There is, or there was onion in that. All right, mushrooms. Yes. All right. And do. Putting some water in the pot. I guess I can go back to one. I'll just come back here so you guys can see me in the background. I'm filling up the pot that had the potatoes in it, full of water, because we're gonna boil the dumplings after we make them, and then we'll fry them after that. So you boil them to cook the dough, and then you fry them whenever you're ready to eat them. What is it, Barrett? What are you doing? Are you being a good boy? Are you being such a good boy? I hope you're being a good boy. Oh, yeah. Okay. Boom. Salt in the sea. Excuse me. Pardon me. Everybody lost it? Oh, yeah, lost it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Can I throw it away? No, I still have it. Oh, I guess I did throw it away. Last bottle it is. Hello, my dude. All right, I'm back. I have an apron. This is my papa's apron. Just so I can get just the lower half of my body dirty. Okay, you're gonna go there. Oh, that's what I was doing. Woo. Pardon me, thank you. Mushrooms. Oh, okay. Again, not the smartest way to do this. We have spoons for a reason. Hello, Barrett. I'll be right back. I'm just getting the mushrooms. I swear. And dancing. There we go. Done and done. Now we have mushroom filling. Oh, this is so exciting. Am I going to share with you? I mean, if you're in Birmingham, I will be in public spaces tomorrow, and I will bring you a little doggy bag with some pierogi in it. You just rolled an eco-friendly cigarette? Bro, I mean, I don't know. Depends on what you're going for. All right, we're gonna see if this dough works. Let me get white flour. Woo! To me, Barrett. Ah. Whoop. All-purpose flour from Aldi. I bought it when they said that the cost of everything was going up, and I was like, oh god, I'm gonna have to make my own bread now. It's just been sitting here. I have not made my own bread, but this is time. 'Tis time for me to share the screen. So this dough looks really weird, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna see how it goes. You're gonna roll it out. I don't have a rolling pin and I can't find my Grey Goose bottle, so we're using this bad boy that I found. Oh my god. And pro tip, normally it works better if you got like a wooden rolling pin, but put the flour everywhere. No, this dough is extremely sticky. That's okay. I sprinkled way too much flour. Oh, it's okay though. I'm just gonna make a couple tests. Let me just... There we go. Alright, so the dough's pretty stretchy. We need it a little bit thinner. And then, I'm not gonna use my wine glass, I'm gonna get a different cup. And we're gonna make little circles. And then we're gonna stuff our pierogi. Oh, this is so exciting. If we need more dough, we can just make it. Yes, we can. Excuse me. This is a good size for a pierogi. Well, dumpling, let's see if I made it thin enough. Yeah. We could honestly go a bit thinner, but I can stretch it out. So what I normally do is make a little pocket in the dough, if you will. Okay? You're gonna take whatever fillings you want. We're gonna do a potato one first. Gonna put the filling in. And then, oh no, I got potato on my finger. Don't judge me. Forgot to flour my finger. If you put flour in your fingers, it helps with the stuff not sticking. But you kind of pat it in there. Pat it on. And then you bring up the edge. And you're going to pinch and push in because the fillings are all going to try to come out. And I probably did overstuff this one. I did. Just let it go back in. Yeah, those will both go in. But you pinch, pinch, pinch. Pinch, pinch, pinch. And then you have a little pierogi. And just for safe measure, I'm going to get a fork and I'm going to crimp the edges so when they're boiling, they don't unravel. Look at this. Look at me doing all of my dishes right before this. Little crimp, little crimp, crimp, crimp. Do, do, do. That's our first cult comedy pierogi. Look at how adorable it is. Oh, it's so cutie. I don't even have chats out. There we go. I mean, you know, I wish I had a rolling pin. I just don't have one. So, this is what we got. We're working with what we got, okay? I wanted my grandmother's rolling pin. Or my papa's, but I think my sister or my dad got it. I always just have a bottle around. Just use a bottle. Use what you got. Well, happy trees, you know? Well, happy pierogi. They're gonna taste the same, whether you use a rolling pin or just a glass bottle you have laying around the house. Alright, and I will do a mushroom one. Let me get a spoon. And if you're wondering, all of my silverware does not match because it's all thrifted. But that's okay. Because guess what? Still puts food in my mouth. Alright, so we got some mushrooms in there. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Pinch, 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 pinch. Oh, this is so exciting. I'm not gonna be able to tell them apart, and that's honestly the fun of when you get pierogi like homemade. They all look the same, and you're just like, is this what I want? Is this what I want? I don't know. I know, when I don't know. Like, we all kind of wanted different things, and my sister is a lot more into baking than I am. So I felt like it was kind of, you know, it was her thing. I got my grandparents, like, coffee table, and my grandfather's, like, rocking chair, which is, like, a nice lazy boy. So, I won. I won. You good, Bubby? Don't stomp your feet at me. Don't you be a sassy boy. Barrett has started doing this thing where if I'm in the kitchen and I'm, like, cooking them their food, because they get, like, vegetables and stuff with their kibble, he gets impatient and he'll start, like, stomping his feet and snorting while staring at me. So he thinks he's getting something right now. Don't you growl at me. No. Come here. Over here. Come over here. Come here. Come around here. And come sit down. You sit down. You sit down. Y'all aren't getting anything. I just want y'all to sit down. And not be mean right now. There's so much flour on these. I fucked up. Alright. I know, they're very hungry boys, but they've already eaten twice today. So they'll probably get a little bit of kibble here in a minute. Flour on my thumb, because these are the mashed potatoes. No, you don't get any of these, bub. No. These aren't for you. I mean, you will get some later, but, like, not right now. Okay. Now we're just gonna... Hopefully I didn't overstuff this one. I probably did. I know, as long as they work. They work. They do their thing. Okay, I'll let you outside. Alright, so these 4 bad boys are, well, they're ready to go in the water, but the water's not ready. So we're just going to leave a pile of them right here, and we'll just pile them up as we go. I'm going to put my dog outside so he stops stomping his feet at me. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. You want a snack? Come here. Let's get a snack. Oh my gosh. I know, you want a snack? Come on. You have a snack outside. Go. Okay, look at you both. Dogs have had snacks. They're happy now. I mean, look, I said, if you're here, if you're local, I'll drop these off downtown somewhere tomorrow. Little to-go boxes. Just around Birmingham of just pierogi everywhere. Let's say for my culty kiddos. With the World Games, no one's it's definitely gonna get flagged and someone's gonna be like, these are bombs. These are bombs, we don't know what they are. This doesn't look like American food. What's happening? Oh no. Oh no! Well, I put wine in the freezer earlier because I was like, oh, this will be nice. Oh, it's gonna be like a little wine slushy. Dudes, my dudes. I thought I made a mistake. I don't think so anymore. Maybe I have to poke it. Okay, I'm coming. You're not getting anything right now. Now I have to stab the wine. Oh, it's like a slushy. So stupid. Yeah, you know, here's the thing. If you're baking, if you're cooking, have a glass of wine. As long as you're of age. I'm not condoning underage drinking. You do you. Nice leisurely glass. Okay. Now, to make more pierogi. Sit down, please. Sit down. Thank you. If you guys want to lay down, that'd be cool too, but whatever you want to do. Ugh, let's take some more dough. Let's get this going. What did everyone have for dinner tonight? I know I'm like making pierogi, but what are y'all eating? What are y'all eating? Okay, you know what I'm about to eat. What did you eat is the question. Work it back together. I know, pierogi and wine slushies. It's great. I left the wine in the freezer too long. I got distracted with the stream. My AC may not work, but my freezer, boy oh boy, does she put in overtime, okay? Okay. I will say, if you are using the whole wheat flour, it is a lot tougher than regular flour, than the bleached flour. So you definitely getting a arm day workout. Oh my god, vegan nuggets? Oh. Honestly, I'm about some vegan nuggets. We're in Birmingham about to get a Slutty Vegan. We've been waiting 2 years. They like signed everything to get like set up, like, and then the pandemic hit. If you don't know what Slutty Vegan is, it's owned by this lady named Pinky. She's out of Atlanta. And I'm so excited, dudes. When I tell you that I found out today that they were opening here in like a couple weeks, I'm going to be waiting in line to get some Slutty Vegan, and we're going to have Slutty Fridays, okay? Where I eat Slutty Vegan on stream, because I'll be picking it up right before we start watching movies. So you get a cooking stream one week, next week it's Slutty, all right? You get Slutty Vegan week, and I'll go through their entire menu and tell you what's good and what's great. Because I don't think Pinky Cole has any bad things on her menu. Oh, it is one heck of a name, all right? The fries are in their slut dust. All of the burgers, like one is a hussy, one's a one-night stand. The names are just impeccable. You didn't eat anything but a bagel? You need more than just a bagel today. Ugh. Okay, I think I need to invest in a rolling pin. Especially if I'm going to keep using this flour. Oh my god. Alright. Let's see, is this thin enough? It is. We'll work with it. Okay, 1, 2. Normally when you do this, like if you're making it with your grandmother, like I do, she, my bacha, one of us makes dough, one of us stuffs. So, doing it by yourself, it's not sad, but it kind of is, you know? Alright, let's stuff these bad boys. Dude, I'm hoping the food lives up to the name, but like, just based off of the hype around it in Atlanta, and like, they've come to Birmingham, like the food truck came to Birmingham, and they sold out like immediately, but they also had like a line that wrapped around like the city block of people waiting to get the food. Like, it's that good. So, oh, I overstuffed this one. That's okay. I'm gonna take some of it out. Probably get a smaller spoon. Oh, no, I took too much out. Oh no. The dilemma. The dilemma. Okay. I'm quite excited. Twiggy, oh, we're gonna go. We're gonna go. It's gonna be our spot, okay? I'm gonna walk in there. I know that, like, when you walk in, they call you, like, bitch and shit. I'm kind of excited for that. Or they call you a slut when you come in. And if you like it, you get slutified. Just, ugh. It honestly just sounds like a fun place. Wait, what is this? Oh my god. Hey, they may be doing, like, a name competition. You could see if they want to steal that one, serious. I'll look up the names in a second. Or someone in chats wants to look them up. Just look up Slutty Vegan. I promise you can do it on your work computer. It's a restaurant. I know, it's like Dick's but better. Like, with actual good food that's vegan. So I'm excited. I don't know if Hope's still in the chats, but I know her and Crazy Steve will be coming up to Beham to try it. Or at least they don't know that they're coming up to Birmingham, but they will. They will when I make them come up here. Crimping the pierogies. Oh yeah, everyone's a slut. Everyone's a slut if you go to Slutty Vegan. Oh, I mean, it's a family-friendly place, as long as, you know, you don't mind your kid being called a slut in public. I mean, it's whatever you want to do, you know? Honestly, it's a fantastic, from like a marketing perspective, fantastic. Because you get all publicity is good publicity. You know, you've got people that got like upset that it's, you know, that it's called Slutty Vegan. And so you know somebody like complained. It made it up on the news for that. But also, just like, fuck yeah, I want some slutty vegan food. You know, it's just like so good it's slutty. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying right now. I've just been daydreaming about slutty vegan and pierogi all day. But I'm getting one of the two tonight. Do 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 do. Yeah, dude. I mean, that would be great. Burgers? Oh. Honestly, I've been craving a burger for a minute. I think I'm gonna go get one this week. There's a spot in Birmingham, Jack Brown's. It's a Thai spot. I get the cowboy, and I tell them to put an egg on it, and it's like a breakfast burger. You have mushrooms. No, excuse me. I get the Dr. Gonzo, because that's the mushroom one, and then I get them to put an egg on it, and it's got bacon, egg, and mushrooms. Oh, so good. Now I'm hungry. And these aren't going to be ready for a bit. Cramping, cramping, cramping. Man, you should have shared the burgers. You should have shared the burgers. But I mean, the same could be said about me right now. And I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. Unless I bring a friend home, like, drunk one night this week. You know, when you're at the bar with your friend and, like, she can't go home. And there's some, like, creep that's trying to take her home. And you're like, no, you're spending the night with me, remember? I will be eating every single one of these by myself. Okay? Actually, I'll see my parents tomorrow. I'll probably take them some. Because my mom never has time to make them anymore. No, actually, no. They've got a full freezer full from when my babcha was here. They don't need my pierogi. They've got their own. But I will say, pierogi, fantastic drunk food, okay? Forget Mickey D's at the end of the night. Just come home, throw a few of these bad boys in some butter on the stove, saute them up. Oh, that's so good. All right, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Twiggy, you probably will be that drunk friend tomorrow. Hey guys, everyone in the chats, wish Twiggy a happy birthday. It was yesterday, but it still counts. Ugh, ah. We did go celebrate some last night, and it was a fun time. I saw her after my show, my live show. We met up at Mom's basement. We did the things in Mom's basement. If you don't know what Mom's basement it is a dive bar here in Birmingham. And it looks like an 80s basement. And that's why it's called Mom's basement. And there's pictures of people's moms all over the wall. So if you're ever coming to Birmingham, bring a picture of your mother. So you can, in a frame, leave it at the bar, and they'll put your mom up on the wall. Okay. All right. This dough is so much work. It'll be okay. It'll be worth it. It's going to be worth it in the end. All right. Ah! Okay. Alright, we're just gonna hand stretch for a minute, because this... Oh no, I ripped it. It's fine. fine. Everything's fine. It's totally fine. Just over here working my ass off to get this dough flat enough. Okay. You slap the dough, you let it know who's boss. And then you cut out your circles. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make some dough with regular flour because this is getting ridiculous. Don't worry, I won't waste this dough. I'll make unstuffed pierogi with it later. But for now, okay. Anyone in chats have like a fun trip planned this summer? Is anyone going anywhere exciting you want to share with the class? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to get back up to Seattle. But that'll be like this winter. I want to go to the beach this summer. But I don't know when or where. I just want to see the ocean. And get a sunburn, you know? That's a joke, but I will inevitably get a sunburn. Oh, hello. I'm going to make a very stuffed one. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Oh no. I didn't stuff it. I stuffed it too much. Damn it. Ah! It's pooping. I don't know if y'all can see that. Oh, I think you can. Okay. And the water's boiling, which you know what that means. Once I finish these next two, these bad boys are going for a little bath. And they're in the water until they start floating for a few minutes. You just gotta let the dough cook. What to make what? Sorry, I thought you put like a Polish word in there. I'm like, I'm not making a chapati right now. Chapati means messy. Or not chapati. Chucha. That's what it is. I don't know what chapati is. I feel like it also means the same thing. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's something entirely different that's not Polish. I don't know. Being a chucha, that's what I'm being right now. It's a chucha. Messy. Messy, messy. All right. There's like no give with this dough. But that's okay. All right. Say goodbye to these little guys, because they're gonna go into the water now. So you just load up your hands. You don't want to overload the water, but we're gonna overload the water because why not? Because I just have so many pierogi. Come over here. Water. This is boiling. And you plop them in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We made 13 lucky little pierogis. Look at that. My hair is just a mess right now. I'm gonna rinse this bowl out. I'm gonna make some better dough. That isn't isn't tough to use. Not gonna bother even getting all the water out because it's gonna be fine. Got one. We got two. Got about a third a cup in there. Ooh, look at me go. Just as fast as I can. And I know I said earlier not to crack them outside of the bowl. We're just gonna do it. I have a half a glass of wine in. It's fine. Ugh. Okay, boom, boom. And, yeah. Ooh. Move you. Turn you back on there. Let me pull Chad's back up. Oh my god, hello! I need a spoon. That's what I need. I'm gonna rinse the mushroom thing off. I don't have enough utensils in my kitchen for this. Oh yeah, I don't think I want to go there. Let's not go there. I don't know what it is. Okay, so let's get this started. Am I gonna need more water? Probably, but that's okay. We're just gonna get in here. Awesome, Shane Dudes, thanks for following the cult. Welcome. Welcome. We normally do movie streams, but today I decided to cook for you guys. I decided to do a cooking stream that you guys are watching. Alright, okay. This dough, yeah, this one's so much easier already. Okay, yep, more water, please. You don't want it to be too wet, but you can always add more flour if you need it. It's getting all grainy and sticky. Yes. Sounded like it was peeing. All right. And in I go. Ugh. Oh no! Oh no! I don't want to do that. No! It's a family-friendly stream. We can't do that. Did I put too much water in this? Immediately, yes. Immediately, yes. I felt what I needed to feel, and I have 10 out of 10 put too much water in this. Which is okay, because I can do this. Get all the pieces off of my fingers. Get some more flour. And you just knead it in. Look at that. This is a family-friendly spot, alright guys? I know where you have been, and I know what stream you've been watching. We are fucking family-friendly here. We're the friendliest family on the block. Is that because we want people to join the cult? Absolutely. Oh, I didn't put salt in here. Get some salt. Oh no, wine, don't spill. Okay. I'm gonna have to fix my hair in a second. Woo! Some more flour. Alright, I'm gonna yeet this out of here. By yeet it out, I'm gonna set it in a bowl over here to deal with later. And I didn't realize that bowl had water in it, so I will not be dealing with it later. It will now be going in the trash. Fuck. Ugh. Oh, we've got the We've got some floaters. We've got some floaters. You're number 5. We're sacrificing number 5 later? Okay. Oh. Okay. Ha! And now, look at that fresh little dough ball. That's not going to be an asshole when I'm trying to use it. Okay, let me get the pierogi that's ready out of the stove so you can see our little babies that we made. Okay. Okay. Things are coming along. Look at us go. Look at us go. Pardon me. Excuse me. So excited right now. You done? No, you still need a few minutes. They may be floating, but they are not ready. They are not ready. I mean, we don't need to kill anybody today. We can always wait. Oh my god, no. Yeah, we're going to sacrifice somebody after the stream. Whoever's number 5, it's you. It'll be great. Oh, yeah, don't get me dinged on Twitch, guys. Okay. All right, here we go, here we go. This dough may need a little bit more flour, actually. Yeah. First dough, too tough. This one, not tough enough. What are we doing? What am I doing? Tell you what I'm not doing. I'm not making my batcha proud right now. So I'm probably like not gonna be good at these cooking streams because it's a feel. So you don't want, if the flour like here, it's very sticky. You don't want it like super sticky, but you do want it like easy to move around and like squish together. So, and I think, it depends on like the brand of flour you're using. If you're using like bleach or all-purpose or, self-rising. Like the whole grain flour was just a little too tough to work with. So that's why I switched over and I made this one with the white flour, the bleach flour. Like a little bit of, look at that. So you can see little ridges. These real nice. Just a nice little dough ball. And make a little pile of flour for you to sit on there. I'm going to tear this. Oh, good. And now we're going to do this. We're going to flatten it out. We're going to make some better pierogi this time. We're going to go. Also, no, people don't make fun of my rolling pin. I just don't have one. But we're using what we've got. My Grey Goose bottle is somewhere, but I don't know where it is exactly, so. Old kombucha bottle, it is. Are we making a pizza? No. And you want it, I don't know how thin you want. I know how thin it needs to be by feel. I'm gonna be so bad at these. If you were trying to follow along at home, I'm sorry if I have not done anything right for you. Okay. Now, let's cut out some circles. Stretch one in. We can stretch one in! Hell yeah. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, make a little divot for your fillings. And then, my hair's on my face. And then you put your fillings in. I don't know which camera I'm showing this to. There's so many setups. And then you pinch. Oh yeah, that one feels so much better. You want the dough to feel soft. And not crumbly, but also not sticky. We crimp it together. Just unfortunately, whole wheat dough doesn't do it. But look at that, little smile. Although we'll see how whole wheat ones taste, because they're almost done. And then we'll do a little potato action. Let's get it in here. Not that much potato action. Not quite that much, about that much. We'll put a little bit of you right here, but not all of you, just a little of you. Oh, go eat some dinner. Do it. I want to know what you had. I need to know, like, taste palettes, where you got it, if you gave compliments to the chef or not, or if you were the chef, if you gave yourself compliments. I'll be here for a bit. Ugh. Okay. Boom. See, when you have like I feel like I should learn some baking terms, but with this flour, I overstuffed that one, but it was easy to like stretch the dough out around it. So will this one explode when it's boiling? Probably. But going in, I feel like I did a good job, you know? Okay, let me get the ones that are in the oven or in the boiling water out. I'll be right back. Okay. How you little kitties doing in here? Are we happy? Oh, you broke. You look more like empanadas than Perogi. We'll see how you turned out. Oh no, this one broke! Oh, it's okay. Oh no, you broke! No, this one broke! Oh, they all broke. Looks like you boys are getting some of these pierogi later. Those are the puppy pierogi. Ah, ha ha! Huzzah! So whole wheat flour with the pierogi doesn't work. We're gonna stick to the white flour from here on out. Oh god. Hang on. Let me... they'll be fine. They'll be fine. They'll be fine, you know, boiling in the blood of their fallen brethren. One thing, when you're boiling the pierogi, the water gets real gross, because inevitably some of them break. But, you know, it's fine. Oh my god, I know Polish food. We're here. We're doing the thing. God, Tasman, thanks, dude. Thank you. How was your thing tonight? Did it go well? Did you do the thing? Was it the family thing? Not gonna. You don't have to say anything on air if you don't want to. You could just text me later. My phone's just being used as a camera, so I won't be able to do anything. Louie, no, sir. Go sit down. Come sit down behind me. Sit down. Oh. Louie, if you keep standing over there, you're gonna have to go time out, because I know how you get around food. Sit down. Can y'all see? Oh, you can't see him. He's right here. Just begging for food. Like he didn't eat just a few minutes ago. You had a snack a minute ago. You don't need anything right now. You'll be overfed. And you need all your vegetables today, so dare I say, I think we could say you're not actually hungry, my dude. Barrett's always hungry, so I could see him being hungry. Okay. I do need a bit alert. I thought I had one set up. Oh, I turned it off because people... Because it was... You did it during movies. It mutes the movie. I'll set bit alerts up for these types of streams, though. But I'm glad your thing went well today, dude. Congrats. Oh no, mushroom down, mushroom down! Alright, we're just derping. I'm gonna wait till we have some more to throw in before I hop back over and put any more in the water. Alright. Oh gosh, oh, it's so sticky. It needs more flour. Knead this all together. Some of it's good and some of it needs a little bit more of this. Oh yeah. I wonder if there's a Polish team for the World Games. Maybe I can find myself a nice Polish boy and my grandmother will stop trying to set me up with people in Poland. Oh no, there's a mushroom in the dough. Ugh. Alright, does anyone in the chats, besides people in Birmingham, did you know about the World Games before I started talking about them? Because I didn't know about them until they came to Birmingham. And while they're very cool, like there's sumo wrestling tomorrow that I'm trying to find tickets to. I think I'm going to try to get my parents to go with me to see sumo wrestling tomorrow. I know my babcia wants me to go back to... She wants me to come back to England. But she's been trying to get me to go to Poland because that's where she could set me up with someone. You found out about it at work? Okay. Alright, so no one's heard of the World Games. Thank God it's not just me. Because I thought that I was just uncultured. But if you don't know what the World Games are, it's like all of the sports that weren't cool enough to make it into the Olympics, or actually that were too cool. Excuse you? No. No, you aren't getting any of those right now. All the games that like were too cool to be in the Olympics. Like sumo wrestling, excuse you. Underwater swimming. Excuse you. Sit down. Sit down. Patience. Patience, Barrett. Thank you. What else is there? There's like you got like kickboxing, Muay Thai, that sort of stuff. And then you've got tetherball. Did you know tetherball was a game that people get paid to play? It's tetherball? There's a US tetherball team, my guys. There's a US tetherball team. I wonder if Russia's in the World Games. I know Ukraine's here. I wonder if Russia's here. Or have they been told they can't come? I know, Protective Stadium, I haven't made it over there yet. I want to go check out City Walk after the games. I don't want to be like caught up in everything this weekend, but I mean, it's been a great boom. Although I do love that like Woodfin and everyone, they're like, we didn't do the stadium for the games, we did it for the city that was going to happen with or without the games. And I'm like, yeah, but the games made it come sooner. All right. Because they're trying to like be like, we're not like other cities that do the Olympics and just fuck up everything. Drive up the housing market. Fuck over the people that live here. They only fucked over the homeless people. But, you know. It's fine. I see City Walk looks really cool. I'm glad we finally have a skate park in this town that actually like looks good. Ugh. I just hope they like don't find some stupid reason to shut it down like they did. There used to be a skate park in Homewood when I was a kid, and they shut it down because of drugs. Because skater kids do drugs. So stupid. Were they doing drugs? Maybe. But let the kids be kids. Let the kids skateboard and smoke the marijuanas, okay? It makes them better. Do do do. All right. Wait, when did Bruce Springsteen play? Did he play in Protective Stadium? Or to be real honest though, like the name sounds familiar, so I'm assuming, but I don't know who it is, so I'm assuming it's a country music artist. Bruce Springsteen. But if someone comes in the chats and is just like, Natalia's actually a pro skateboarder, I'm gonna get real upset. Like 2 months ago? Okay. Huge country, okay. I don't like country music, even though I live in the South. I don't have anything against it. It's not what I jam out to in my car. You know, it isn't for me. So, I don't know many country music people. Louie, why are you licking the carpet? That's weird. Oh, you're licking it because I just washed it. Don't lick the carpet. There's soap on it. Or, no, don't lick the carpet. That'll make your tummy sick. And you make your tummy sick, your inside's real clean. Or both. Do. Just making. Oh. There's historical country music from the 20s? What? I don't know why I didn't think there wasn't. Just didn't realize that there was. Let's do this. Little things. Little dumplings. Oh, God. I know. Just a sick dog just throwing up after licking the detergent out of the carpet because I just washed it. I don't know what's been up with Louis. He's just been like licking. Barrett's been like just licking the walls of the house. I mean, like I cleaned the walls, but like just like with a magic eraser and water. Is there soap in magic erasers? Is that what makes them magic and I'm just stupid? Barrett's been licking walls. Louie's been licking like the carpet and floors. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Do we live in a gingerbread house and I don't even realize it? The walls are food. The walls are food. The dogs know and I don't. Oh. Alright. Gonna get these bad boys in. Do a couple more potato ones. I think I've just been doing mushroom. This makes the ratio later. I'm just not gonna know what's in them. There we go. And again, if you put flour on your finger, potatoes won't stick to it. Oh my God. I'm over here just licking the carpets, licking the walls, all of it. Doop. Whew. Okay. My nose is so itchy. When you're doing, like when you're cooking, why does your nose just suddenly itch? Just no amount of scratching it's gonna fucking fix your nose itchiness. It's just itchy. It's just itchy. And then you scratch it, and then you're fine. No, you're not fine, because it starts itching again in like 2 seconds later. Am I allergic to cooking? I'm gonna have to eat out forever. Do. I don't know if y'all can hear the music, but I'm just over here jamming still. All right, I'm gonna throw all these little bad boys into the water, and hopefully we'll have some showable pierogi in a minute. Because the other ones, those are dog pierogis. Okay, they're going to my dogs. We will not eat those, but the pooperonis will. All right, I'll be right back. Whoop. Oh my god, okay. So here's one. We're gonna try it. So it's just boiled, it's not fried, so it's gonna be soft. The dough's very tough, but the filling, fantastic. Oh, it's very dry. I'm glad that I made the regular dough. I won't do this again with the whole wheat flour. You fry it in some margarine, you'll be okay. But white flour for the win, guys. White flour is what you need for pierogi. Don't use the whole wheat stuff because it's too tough. Too tough for the pierogi. I bet you could do like a mix though. But, you know. We're not going to do a mix because I don't need to do a mix. I just need more flour. Do. Oh, did the music stop? Alexa, play songs by Tragic City. Does anyone else have an Alexa in your house? I saw like a video on Instagram the other day. I'm pretty sure it was just like a staged skit, but the guy was just like, this is the third time this has happened this week. It's like the middle of the night. He's like getting out of bed, and it's that song. I don't even remember what song it is. They played it in Insidious when like it's just like creepy like what is it's like wailing almost. I can't remember what it is. But it's like his Alexa in his basement is playing that song. And this dude just goes downstairs. Doesn't turn on the lights. Just like, this shit again? This shit again? Oh, fuck no. Oh, fuck no. And I was like, my dude. My guy. What are you doing? But I say I have two Alexas. And they do have minds of their own sometimes. They just start playing music. Ah, yes! Dude, my favorite thing to do is if someone has an Alexa in their house, if I have a minute alone with it, I will set up routines for people for when I leave. And it's like the most, like the weirdest things. And it's like, I have like, one of my friend's house, I set up their Alexa to start playing, like smooth jazz music at 7 p.m. every first Wednesday of the month. And they were just like, yeah, this weird things keeps happening. Just randomly, my Alexa just starts playing smooth jazz music. 7 p.m. I was like, oh, does it? Oh, it's my favorite thing to do. I tried to give my parents an Alexa for Christmas, and they were like, it's listening to us. And I was like, hey, so it was everything else you own. Okay, you're fine. What? Honestly, why would you be worried that they're listening to you? Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about that's so good? That's so good that you don't want Amazon to hear you, okay? Jeff Bezos is not in his room just listening to people's private conversations through his personal Alexa app, okay? I mean, maybe he is. Maybe that's his thing. Nah, 7 p.m., they're there, all right? Wednesday night, you're not going anywhere. It's middle of the week, all right? You thought going out on a Tuesday was fine for Tipsy Tuesday. You're hungover and you have work at 7 a.m. All right? You can't do that. You nursed a hangover all day at work. Wednesday's the night you stay home. Or at least I assume. I don't know everyone else's schedules. Okay. Alright, I've got to fix my hair. Excuse me. Now I have flour all in my hair. I know. I don't want to wake them up with smooth jazz, though, because then they could get mad. If you just play it at, like, random times, they can't get mad about smooth jazz. It's 7 p.m. It did happen, though, while he was, like, he had a lady over for dinner. And the Alexa switched from the playlist she was playing to smooth jazz. And she was just like, the fuck is going on? And that was when I told him that it was me. Because he was like, yeah, I just started playing smooth jazz out of nowhere. And I was like, dude, I set up your Alexa months ago to just play smooth jazz at 7 p.m. on the first Wednesday of every month. How are you just now realizing that you didn't do this? That it was a me thing? Yeah. Oh, are we gonna make one? We're gonna make one. It's gonna be a little lopsided, but that's fine. All right, we still love him. Can we get one out of you? No, we can't. Okay. Look at us go. Look at this. I don't know how entertaining this is for y'all, but we're just making these. That's what I'm gonna be doing till probably like 2 a.m. I'll probably let you guys go before then. I don't know. Could we do a watch party right now? Do you want to do a watch party while I make pierogi? I'll still be sitting here by the time the movie's over. I will have completed my task for the evening. Alrighty. Some psych? Oh. Oh my god, haunted dinosaurs! Hello, my friends! Welcome! We're cooking tonight. Or I'm cooking. I don't know if you're cooking. You could be cooking. If you are cooking, what are you cooking? Is it delicious? Okay. Ugh. You see all of my weird cooking faces? Wait, you made homemade jam? Peach habanero jam? Dude, that's what's up. That sounds amazing. Peach habanero jam. Do you have a recipe? Can you send me the recipe? Or did you just eyeball it? Were you just like, are you just a jam connoisseur? And you can just make them. Ugh, the preheated oven. Ugh. It's probably my oven because it is turned off. Oh my god! Stay in, filling. Oh god. You got, okay. You got it online. Alright. I'm gonna be looking online for some peach habanero filling. Or not filling, jam recipes. Because if we finish stream in the morning early enough, I'm gonna go to the farmer's market. So get jam! Well, not jam, I'm gonna get peaches. Okay. I've made a huge mess in my kitchen. Okay. Alright, I've gotta get another plate, and I gotta get those pierogi out before they overcook. Because I feel like they're about to overcook. Alright. Damn. Oh, hey, Daniel. Hey, my dude. Okay. Give me a second. Oh, gosh. There's flour on my face! Pardon me. Excuse friends. Okay, are y'all done? Yes. This pierogi off. Perfect. All right. These turned out better than the first round. Fuck whole grain. Alrighty. Do I have a drying rack? I don't, so we're gonna put them on here. Okay. I'm back. Alright, do. Pomegranate jalapeno jelly. What? No, I said there's flour on my face. We're not going outside right now. You can stomp your feet, but you're the one that's going to go outside. Louie, go out of the kitchen. Out, out, get out. Well, on the wood. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Lay down. Oh, so good. Sit down. Sit. Patience. Thank you. For those of you wondering, yes, my dog does have a command that is patience. I taught him that when he was a puppy. The only downside is he thinks that he will get a T-R-E-A-T if he is quiet. So sometimes he gets frustrated after he sat quietly for a few minutes when he realizes that no, T-R-E-A-T is coming. And yes, they know the words. They know the words. They get really excited. I don't know. I may give them a B-A-N-A-N-A-S in a second because they haven't had one of those today. And they love those. Duh, I said patience. Patience. Thank you. So good. Flour on my cheeks. There's flour everywhere right now, okay? I am making pierogi. It's gonna get everywhere. There's no stopping it. Okay. And we're going. I'm gonna need to make more flour. I made too many fillings. Too much filling. Not enough dough. I mean, like, I say, treat yourself, all right? If you got treats, give yourself a treat. It's Friday night. Get yourself a treat. Get yourself a little treat. Oh, my gosh. See, unfortunately, with the area difference, I cannot supply said treats. But, you know. While hanging out, family time's a treat. Culty family time's a treat. At least it's a treat for me. Oh my god. Flour, flour. Oh, that's too much flour. Is this too big? Probably. Working with smaller amounts of the dough is a lot easier, but here for efficiency. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rip it in half. If you want to go outside, you can go outside, but that's it. You have to go out if I come over there. You can't scratch the door thinking your brother's going outside. That's not how that works. Okay. Again, I shouted them out earlier because that's what I've been listening to, but shout out to Tragic City, guys. I got some solid, vibey Friday night cooking music. Okay. All right. And I think this is going to be, I think we're going to get it. We're going to get it. It's going to be great. Oh no, I rolled over that bed. Poor little guy. One. Oh no. Okay, well, we'll get 4. Let y'all look at these. Dumplings. I used to get so upset when I was a kid. Oh no! When people would call pierogi dumplings. That's exactly what they are. There's Polish dumplings. But also, I think it was also I just got made fun of for being Polish when I was a kid. Because I wasn't, Alabamian. I remember when I was, how old was I? It's like kindergarten for like my show and tell. I took my mom's book from Polish school that she had when she was a kid to learn Polish with. So it was like an early learning book for like kindergarten level Polish. And I took that in for show and tell. And I was that weird kid that read at lunch, even in kindergarten, and it's fine. But I remember we had like recess after lunch, and so like I went and played on the playground, and the teacher was like watching my book, and she got up at one point to like go to the bathroom, and then it was like time for us to like come in, and I couldn't find my book, and I found it in the trash can next to where my teacher was sitting. That some of the boys had thrown it away, and I was small, and so like leaning in the trash can to get my book out. And then I got pushed into the trash can head first, and a bowl of cereal was dumped on me. Because back in the, 90s and early 2000s, you had those, like, plastic bowls of cereal, and someone brought it from lunch to the outside. I remember it was like knockoff Frosted Flakes. And I was told to go back to where I came from, which I didn't understand, because I'm like, dude, I'm from here! I am from here. I don't know what you want from me. But I used to be very sensitive, and I didn't talk about, being Polish after that for a little bit. But now, very proud. Polish and proud. Sad story time. It's fine, though, because 2 of the 3 guys that were involved in pushing me in the trash can, 2 of them are in jail now, and then one of them, his wife just left him for his either brother or cousin. God, I love Facebook. Do I post on it? No, absolutely not. You know what I do like? Seeing what all the shitty people I went to school with are doing. I say that. Some of them are actually really nice. There's just a few outliers. No, because I didn't want to come from their moms. They had terrible attitudes. Oh, gosh. But, it's growing up in the South and not being Southern. That's cool, though. I have character. They don't. Am I right? I think I have character. I don't know. I just have weird voices. But you know what? I don't have a record. Or a meth addiction. So, I think I'm winning. Okay. Look, I may not have character, but I am a character, okay? So many voices. Do do do. Okay. Dumplings are going in. I mean, if I did work hard enough, I could have a meth addiction. But, I just don't know if it'd be a good look for me. Don't know if meth is my thing, I like my teeth, They look nice in my face. Ugh. Let's do this. They're going in the water. They're getting their baths. All right, it's time to test the good ones, all right? Ten out of 10, tastes like home. This is what's up. Spectre, I really hope that's a joke. That's funny as shit, dude. The teeth brush. Damn it, you tell me they didn't invent the toothbrush here? Alright, guys. I don't want to admit that I was wrong, but using whole wheat flour just wasn't it. I mean, we had those for sure. I will say, like, we had in my high school, like, the quintessential, like, the head cheerleader, like, everyone thought she was the prettiest girl in school, got knocked up by, like, the football captain. And to this day, like, she was such a genuinely sweet person. I only really knew her after high school. But I get hit up every few months because she's trying to sell me weight loss wraps and nail polish stickers on Facebook, because that's what she does for a living now. And I was just like, they have like 4 kids now. They have way too many children. Too many kids. The faculty. What? What? Daniel, that's gross. That is disgusting. No. No. That sounds awful. Ugh. That sounds just gross. Gross. You could go to prison for that. She could go to prison for that. She could go to prison. I feel like that's like against the law. That has to be against the law. That's against the law. Some law. I don't know what law, but it's against the law. Okay? Oh my god, no. No. Daniel, I don't know. You know some of I thought I knew weird people, okay? I thought I knew weird people and that I had been in weird situations. No, like, I'm pretty positive you can, like, if she's as an adult, I'm almost positive if there was, like, something in the news about a woman that, like, put, like, her menstrual blood in something and, like, fed it to someone and she went to jail. That teenage girl should have gone to juvenile detention for that. Oh my god, they took her. Oh, they kicked her ass in that. Oh. They what? No, Daniel, no. Oh my god. They fucking carried her in the worst way possible. Like, I don't condone bullying, but also, like, bullying a bully. Okay. You just, ugh. All of it's gross. I mean, like, as also the residential weird kid, like, you don't know. God, I feel like she's learning shit at home and she's bringing that to school. Oh God. Her parents honestly should have been called because I feel like she's probably acting out because of shit that was going on at home. Oh my god. Okay. Now I don't want to eat anymore. This is so gross. Alright. That's the last of the dough. Look, nobody is untouchable, alright? Except white male politicians. Whenever their party's in power. And Wolves on Wall Street. Oh my god, that's such a fantastic film. Did anyone else like Google Quaaludes after that movie came out and like see if you could find some? Because I did. I looked for a while. They had to clean the shower? Oh my god. Oh, well, she did get in trouble. She got in trouble. She got expelled. Good for the school for stepping up and doing something. But she could have gone to... She should have gone to, like, juvie for that. Bro, you could... They looked so fun in the movie. They looked so fun, alright? They looked so fun. Did I put more in the water? I can't remember if I put more in the water. I did put more in the water. Like, where are my pierogi? I'm losing it. Do 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 do. That one's kind of frumpy because I didn't make a perfect circle when I made it, but that's okay. Just a happy little pierogi, happy little mistake. I mean, I didn't think you could get your dick up when you had around Quaaludes. I thought it was just like a really awesome trip. Look, Leo looked like he was having a ball, okay? All I'm gonna say, I'm not condoning drug use, but what I am saying is, it looked like they were having a good time. Here's the thing, I've learned to, when Daniel comes in with a story, I've tried calling bullshit on it, and he backed it up, okay? He backed it up. He backed up the story with proof, so I'm sorry, but like if Daniel's telling the story, it's probably true. Okie dokie, artichoke. Oh, she's just legit crazy. Dude, I had, when I was in middle school, it's probably like not funny, but there was a girl in the like in the pickup line after school that charged one of our like school like the office like we called them like officers, but they weren't police officers. They were just like essentially like managers of the school, like the people under the principal. She charged him in the pickup line with some scissors, and then the cops got called. And it was because, like, I don't even remember why. But she was at school, like, a week later. She was back. She graduated. And I was like, holy fuck, you tried to kill a grown man with some fucking scissors. They were, like, the baby scissors with a rounded edge. But still, I was like, oh, my God. I would never. Because my dad would kill me with the scissors if I got home if I tried killing somebody in public. Dear God. Okie dokie, artichoke. We are out here. Wait, what? Oh my god, no! I was talking about the girl that pooped and with one boot in the woods or the desert. That's what I was talking about. Oh my gosh. Oh. Do 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 do. I know, new boot pooping. New boot pooping, guys. I told Daniel he could only tell a story if it involved one boot and pooping in the desert, and he came in and delivered, guys. And then followed it up with text messages to prove that it was real. From the person that was new boot pooping. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. I really want to go see Tragic City live sometime. Oh, Molly, okay. I mean, to each their own. To each their own. To each their own, Daniel. Shooketh. Shooketh. Personally, ABBA doesn't do it for me, but, you know. I love ABBA, don't get me wrong, but ABBA's not my sexy time jam. Ah! I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna judge anybody's musical tastes, okay? I'm still over here listening to Blink 182 and getting excited about the new wave of emo music that's coming out, so I don't think I have any room to talk. Okay. Oh yeah! I forgot about these. Oh no! Oh no! Don't be dead! Don't be dead! Okay. Oh, you died. Be a dog one. You also died. You're a dog one. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay. I'm back. Where's this chat going? It's the newest wave. It's the newest addition to the emo times, okay? And I'm here for it, and I'm loving every second. And it's my shit, all right? Am I embarrassed to say that a couple of Machine Gun Kelly's latest album songs are in my like car jam out album? Absolutely. But are they there? Do I know every fucking word? Absolutely, okay? Honestly, I don't know why he's gotten so much hate. Like, latest album was pretty fucking good. It's good car screaming music. No, that's what I call emo. Volume 20. Oh my god, those... So, I don't know if we still have them in the States, but in the UK, like, now that's what I call music, CDs are still a thing. They are still a thing. And my aunt and uncle... Oh my god, which one of you farted? Holy fuck! Louie! My aunt and uncle have everyone. God damn, dude, what did you eat today? Don't give me that side eye. Did something crawl up your asshole and die? My dude. God. Ugh. Just my dog's just farting away. If you've been to my house, you know. If you've been to my house, Louie has a very sensitive stomach. And they are silent sometimes, but they are always deadly. Oh my god, dude. Roswell, this was so long ago, but to answer your question, you need the dough to feel elastic. I was trying to figure out the word. It finally came to me just now. All right. It's got some tug to it, you know? We can make that into one. You fed my dog's cheese? Yeah, elastic dough. It bounces back. Oh, God. Oh my god, you would give them? No! My dogs get cheese as treats, but they eat like a half raw, half kibble diet. I say raw, I cook the veggies so that they're easier for them to digest. They get like meat and like eggs and stuff with their kibble because I want them to live forever. Because I don't know if anyone else does this with their pets, but I, at least once a week, cry about the fact that my dogs are going to die one day. And then I get in their faces and we have the conversation of like, hey, you're both way too big for me to bury you, and I'm going to move around a lot once y'all are gone, so I'm going to cremate you so I can take you with me, and I'm sorry, and I love both of you. I don't know if that's normal. I should probably talk to my therapist about it. But then I give them like snacks afterwards. Yeah. There's lots of stories, Daniel. You got all the stories. Do 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 do. All right. Look at these little pierogies go. They're just so cutie. I know the funny ones. The cup of butter's an emote. It's one of the emotes, dude. Whew. It's been a lot of work. I'm still, like, I don't know if you guys, I guess you can see, I have made it nowhere through all of the fucking dumpling fillings. Just gonna eat mashed potatoes on stream. You have a local story? Is it going to be a traumatic story is my question. Don't you come over here. Is it going to ruin my mashed potatoes? That's my question. I haven't seen the Minions movies. Although I heard that there's like I saw that there's like a TikTok trend where everyone's like dressing up in suits to go to the Minions. And I kind of want to buy a 3-piece suit just so I can wear my suit to go see the Minions. But ruin the Minions for me. Let's hear this story. The gentle minions, I know. The gentle minions. So adorable. Honestly, we'll just make giant pierogi out of this one. They're banning people for wearing suits? Why? That's so fucking adorable. Were they like being debaucherous in the movie theater? Or were they just there to enjoy the film? A good few lads, you know. No, Barrett, patience. Oh, the kids are getting rowdy. I don't like rowdy kids in the movie theater. Okay, I understand that. Is it sad? Very. Can I go to the movie theater in a suit, though? Is the question. Is it just teenagers, or is it everyone? I do have purple hair. I get ID'd everywhere, so maybe that's... Like, I'm a 28-year-old woman. I just want to wear a suit and see the Minions. Must be like the biggest pierogi ever. Oh my god, yes. Leftover dough to make the thing. Whoa. This one's gonna be huge. Kids again. Oh, excuse me. Sit down. Hey. Sit down. Patience. I know I've been telling you that for like the last hour, but patience, okay? Patience, my guy. I got a whole plate over there for y'all. Once stream's over. Okay. Alright, this one. Oh, we got a big daddy pierogi right here, guys. Got a big... What did I just say? Sit down and be patient. Patience. Just running circles around this kitchen. I'm worried about this story, Daniel. I'm worried about this story right now. Don't ruin the Minions. While you type, I'm gonna go put these last 3 in the water. Okay. Story time. Let's go. Okay. Guy from a local bar downtown had a party. They got out of hand, according to your friend who's a cop in the area. Alright, well, drugs are a hell of a thing, guys. Alright, don't do them in public. Don't do them in public while wearing a Minions costume, okay? Just don't do it. Oh my god, there's so much. Alright, guys. Well, after you boil your pierogi, they come out looking all wrinkly, like this. So you let them dry, which they're still wet. So I can't do anything with them yet. But tomorrow, when I want pierogi, I will toss a few of these bad boys in the skillet with some butter on a nice low heat. I'll get golden and crispy on both sides. Okay? Okay? Delish. I'll have some finished ones on Sunday for when we watch The Boys. I'll show you guys, but that's pierogi. Is my house on fire? What is that? Oh, it's the steam. No, it's not the steam. It's the fucking light right over there. Okay, so these right now, if you don't fry them, they can last. So like what I'll do, because I'm probably gonna make a few hundred of these tonight, I will put them in, once they dry, I'll put them in freezer bags and I'll freeze them, like just boil. Sit down and be patient. Thank you. No, sit down and be patient. Stop. Sorry, he's getting anxious. But stick them in freezer bags, flat, so don't layer them, and they can last a couple months. They can last a few months in the freezer. But once you've fried them, you kind of need to eat them. So like, this is like raw pierogi. Like you can eat them raw. They taste good, but you get the golden crispy fried outside, and they're the best. That's what, if you've gotten them at a restaurant, that's what they're most likely like. This is like the prep, and then they sit for a few days. If you're in a restaurant, they probably prep them in the morning, boil them, have them ready to go, fry them in the evening. Wait, what is this? That's a lot of work. It's a lot of work on all parties involved. Do you fry ravioli? Who fries ravioli? It's like the Polish version of like a steamed dumpling that's fried, like a pot sticker. Sit down. You're all in all shape. That's so cutie. But yeah, this is the finished product. Oh my God. Is it art? No, I don't know if I want to see that. I don't know if I want to see that. That's a lot. Will you sit down, please? Sit down. You'll have some in a little bit. You just have to wait. Oh my God, guys. Thanks for hanging out for my first cooking stream. I hope it was as exciting for you as it was nerve-wracking for me. I'll be back in the morning, 10 a.m. We're going to be watching Tales from the Crypt Keeper. Sit down now. Probably watch like 1 or 2, maybe 3 episodes. I don't know. We'll get in. We'll see how we feel. We're going to do the things. And then Sunday night, that'll be at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Sunday night, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll continue through season 2 of The Boys. Barrett, you need to sit down and you need to be patient. I shouldn't have to hold eye contact with you for you to do this, okay? Oh, I got some feisty boys right now, so I'm going to call it a night, my dudes. We will watch Heather's soon, and we'll probably watch it on Monday. Watch Heather's on Monday. I know, he's dying for some snacks. You want a snack? Do you want a snack, or you want a banana? We'll do a banana. Oh my God. Louie woke up for a banana. But yeah, thanks y'all for hanging out. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. And it'll be great. Cold Comedy Cooking. We're going to do this probably like every other week. There's banana for you. There's banana for you. Go away now. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. I will see you in the morning. But until then, y'all have a good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And I'll see you later. Bye, guys.